Hello everybody and welcome back to your D2CL action here tonight. We've finally got ourselves into the final best of 3 for this evening. We've got Power Rangers going up against Balkan Bears in the lower bracket game to see who progresses through. There's a lower bracket final and a winner bracket final. Both of them are going to be best of 5 to see who gets those 2 spots for the D2CL LAN finals. But I'm Durga here in the JD Studios. Head over to the draft, see what we're dealing with, and I can welcome in Blaze, who's been waiting very patiently for the start of this game. What do you expect to see here from these two teams?
Well, obviously we did see some difficulties coming out.
There's a little bit of lag on Skype.
Radiant team ban.
Boy.
You want to do the call?
Yep. Let's try that again.
Dire team ban.
And how are things now?
Hopefully pretty well. I'm not too sure.
Still robotic. Oh man.
All things.
Well, we can leave it for a couple of minutes and see how
10
things go.
seconds
I'll run through the
remaining.
draft quickly. Hopefully it's Skype having a hiccup like the Dota 2 network
5
was. I
seconds
don't know.
remaining.
Power Rangers, though, they're banning out the Vengeful Spirit Tree and Earthshaker. They've got their last band remaining. They've picked up the
Reserve time.
Troll, a hero that we almost always see banned out in the first phase. But taken up here by PR along with Alliance, so they've got pretty good laning potential. Aggressiveness is going to be key here, I think, from Power Rangers. Troll, a relatively farm-dependent hero early on, but he can be very aggressive when pushing
Radiant
into
team
towers.
ban.
Lion, a very aggressive support himself. But the ban's out from BBC, Sniper, Wisp, Batrider, and Lena. Picking up the Beastmaster there, actually, after Queen of Pain and Scarth Mage. So loads of single target. Raw into Mystic Flare. Queen of Pain with some good AoE. They've got the potential to lock down this Troll, regardless of how much farm he's got. Blaze, let's try again.
Sure. How is it sounding?
Still robotic.
Awesome.
Nice.
I don't know. Thundering here, just a good thing.
I'll try calling back again.
10 seconds remaining.
Hopefully, third time lucky. Let's see if things
5
work now.
seconds remaining.
Oh, now it's gone from yellow bars to red bars. That's not a good sign.
No, it's
Reserve
not. I mean,
time.
I'm getting a few streams, so I'm not sure what to say.
I actually cannot hear a single word you're saying. No, we've lost Blaze. R.I.P. I don't know what this could be. I'm not dropping frames. Everything should be fine. This end?
I don't
Well, we'll try and get Blaze back in a short while. I can't hear anything you're saying. Well, the draft so far. Dra Ranger was the 4th ban out from Power Rangers. Don't want to give them any more auras or anything like that. They've already got the Beastmaster and a couple of ranged heroes, so Dra could fit in relatively nicely there. Let's see.
Spirit Breaker.
And Spirit Breaker from
Radiant
Power Rangers. Yep,
team.
there's the early game aggression. Start charging people down, taking towers, and looking for those kills. Queen of Pain and Scarth Mage relatively susceptible to that jump. If you've got another couple of heroes to follow through.
Dire team pick.
Everything closed. Skype using a small percentage of my network. Interesting. How does this work? Skype. Yeah, I'm gonna restart that, and fingers crossed we can get things working. Axe is the pickup there from BBC. They've
10
not got their
seconds
team
remaining.
name actually up there, unfortunately, but we have had some
5 seconds remaining.
issues with the Dota 2 network and things like that. Hopefully we can get things back up and
Reserve
running
time.
again. Oh yeah, one thing to point out, Power Rangers, they've obviously switched up their roster a little bit. They lost Soneko, who went over to Navi. Shachlo has been jumping around, standing in for teams. He's been standing for PR a couple of times, but he's been standing in for Vega Squadron, I believe, today. He's definitely been playing the field a little bit. Sounds like garbage, yeah. Right, this time,
Hello?
that's
Radiant team
better, I
ban.
think.
It's kind of sort of.
No, that's
Well-
not better. Oh god. I don't think there's a way around this.
10
Alright,
seconds remaining.
well, sorry to hear that, but I guess you'll have to go along
5
on that.
seconds
Sure.
remaining.
Well, thanks for joining me for the first game. That's kind of disappointing that
Reserve time.
Skype doesn't like us anymore. It's come between us, Blaze. It's come between us. There's nothing we can do.
It's never meant to be.
Never meant to be. Romeo and Juliet here on stream, guys. Well, thanks, Blaze. Maybe for game 2, we'll see if it works. But yeah,
Sure.
I'll fly solo for this one. See you, man.
Okay.
Well, I'm alone. I can play with my toys alone now, guys. The fifth and final bands left out there. Power Rangers take out the Juggernaut, and Magnus taken out by Balkan Bears. The lineups: Cheshire Cat, Ditchura, and J4. The pretty much old guards, I want to say, of Power Rangers. Ditchura is relatively new compared to Cheshire Cat and J4, but still, they've been together for quite some time now. Akashi is Sunlight. Sunlight, and old, really, really old. Like, I'm talking 2.5 years ago, playing on PR back then. So he definitely knows the ropes of the organization, but with these newer players, he's trying to fit himself back in. Then King R is kind of a CIS stand-in. He was playing with PGG, Solo, a bunch of other guys, so they've definitely got the experience there. It's just, gelling together as a team. They've done relatively well. They've had some good performances under their belt. But Balkan Bears with a couple of stand-ins of their own. Levy returns now, so Blitz doesn't have to stand in for him, but they've got Hook and Weehar. Well, Weehar has come back into the team. Yapsor and Exist, obviously, made members, but they've got Hook standing in for them right now. And yeah, we'll see what happens with Blaze after game 1. Hopefully we can get that sorted out. the robot emoticon. Right. Fifth and final pickup here: Queen of Pain, Scarlet Mage, Beastmaster, and Axe. So it looks like it could be Beastmaster 4 roll here, just stacking up camps for the Axe, something like that. And then Axe goes off lane. We could have Axe go into the safe lane though. That is definitely a possibility here. Have the 1 roll Axe, Beastmaster off lane, Scarlet Mage towards the bot, just to zone out. Then though, are we looking for a Beastmaster dual lane? It's something that we've seen time and time again from Southeast Asia and oh, that's greedy. That's greedy from BBC. So it will be probably Beastmaster in that 4 roll. Maybe Axe in the 4 roll. Could have him jungling through. But whichever way they do it, it's very greedy. They've got to be stacking camps. They've got to be definitely making the most of their jungle, trying to build up their farm as much as they can. And with the Yapsor taking the Beastmaster, I'm definitely inclined to think that that's going to be a 4 roll BM. Stacking, pulling, making sure that his balls are doing work on other lanes as well, with Weehar heading towards the top.
Prepare for battle.
Right. So, for those of you just joining us, guys, this is game 1 of a best of 3 between Power Rangers and Balkan Bears in the D2CL playoffs. This is the lower bracket game. The winner of this heads up to the, heads across to the lower bracket final, which will be a best of 5 between the loser, between them and the loser of Empire against Ninjas in Pajamas. So tomorrow we have a best of 5 in the winner bracket between Empire and NIP, which will be cast by Cap at, I believe, 6 p.m. or maybe earlier. There's 2 best of 5s. I think we start at 4 p.m. actually tomorrow. We're getting earlier and earlier with the D2CL. So start at 4 p.m. then. Best of 5 in the winners bracket, then the loser of that drops down to play the winner of this in the lower bracket final. The winner of each best of 5 will find themselves in a secured spot, get themselves to LAN, and they'll be playing up against all of the other teams that have qualified so far. Birdie United and VG. So we'll see how they do, see how things fare, because right now, Balkan Bears, they got pretty much crushed by NIP in their previous best of 3s. So the second best of 3 they played today. Power Rangers got defeated by Empire the other day, so that's the reason they got dropped down. But Cheshire Cat offlane Phoenix is going to be playing up against a Scarlet Mage, which isn't really the easiest lane to go up against. It's going to be silencing you, nuking you down, and forcing you off lane. When you've also got a board to deal with, slowing you and making sure you can't go and trade hits. It's incredibly annoying. So both bounty runes are actually going the way of the die here. Zeus takes one, Lion takes the other as King R. Level 1 Greater Bash. Obviously Charge isn't that potent early on in the levels. Or at level 1 without level up in Greater Bash. But is this going to be dual lane down here? Phoenix, played by Cheshire Cat, King R. Spirit Breaker, heading down. Levy on the Scarlet Mage on this safe lane. Supporting Exist on the Phantom Lancer. This is going to be interesting. Cheshire Cat takes a couple of hefty nukes to the face, drops to 200 HP actually, trying to get a few hits out there onto Exist, but look at this. The fact he's taken Fiery Spirits first means that Exist turns back around. One lands and another ancient. Yeah, there we go, first blood. Cheshire Cat way overstaying. Underestimating the magical damage output there, and we look towards mid. Hook, it will get the first kill at mid lane up against the Zeus. Really making the most of that. That Radiant Observer Ward giving him some nice uphill vision onto the Zeus, who does rely quite heavily on utilizing this fogged area and pushing the lane into the river. Chain lightning or arc lightning across, and now Hook, as soon as he TPs back in, Akashi takes a Shadow Strike and has to wander back a little bit to regen up. This top lane, not really looked at this though. Troll up on top, played by D2CL, one of his signature heroes, along with Slark, I want to say. Obviously, Troll is everyone's signature hero nowadays because it's so damn popular along with Sniper, but he was one of the guys that really does utilize it the best. J4 on the support Lion, while, oh man, Hook drops super low. Weeha is aggressively farming the Dire jungle here. Well, he'll head himself back to lane. He's nearly level 3. He'll spot out J4 actually, wandering back across the tree line. Pull across. Weeha. You gotta contest this. Gonna make sure that the pull's not happening. No. He's just gonna walk himself back to the tower, it looks like. Get a haste. Oh man, that's a rune. Haste or invis for a level 2 axe. You got Call, you got Spin, you got a potential to kill the Zeus at mid who has no mana left. Does he just go for this on his own? Because we've seen Yapzor chasing down Treasure Cat. The courier is already back to the tier 2. We are looking for it, hiding in the trees. He's not going to find it. Back to Phoenix though, still chased down. We are looking for the courier. One more swipe. We'll find that kill now. Phoenix, do you have dive? Yes, you do. So Will managed to jump himself away as King R was looking for a kill onto Levy back in the Radiant jungle. So we are finding a nice little kill on the courier there. Boosted gold across the board for his entire team. But taking a look at the last hits. Exist, 8 for 1, 9 for 1. Not doing exceptionally well. He's being doubled up here by the troll. D2CL, perfect free farm and pushing into the tower. But he hasn't really had the offlaner dealing with it. Exist has Fire Spirits on him. He's got the Spirit Breaker. Not quite sure where he is or where he's going. And now he's level 2. This charge could come from anywhere. Back up to mid though. Akashi, no mana left. Sunlight on this Zeus. Taking a beating with Hook. Having his bottle delivered in about 2 seconds time on that courier. Should be able to regen back up. Charge though. Spirit Breaker looking for this. I'm not sure you want to dive. With Hook regenning up, this is just going to be a quick way back into mid lane to get himself some experience. He's not going to go for the kill. He's not going to go for the kill. King R, stop yourself. Stop yourself. Troll will load up on this top lane. J4 should be given quite a bit of room once the troll gets up his Morbid Mask and Phase Boots. Push out the lane a little bit just to get into this tier 1 tower. Maybe you think about taking it. But we're looking at, 9 minutes in or so. Where Lion will get free farming lane up on top. Troll will dip back into the jungle. Lion will get up into his Blink Dagger. King R. Oh, that's a kill. Levy dropped low, and now one lucky bash will secure it. A couple of hits, though, is all he really needs with a pretty hefty blow to the head. The mace finishes off that Scarab's Mage, and a nice little kill there. Top lane, yep, there's the tower. Catapult Wave comes in. Vasilius turned on. There's the armor, and there's the tower. Nice little bit of gold. There's sunlight. There's the boar. That's the impact of Beastmaster in the full roll. You're stacking, you're pulling, you're making sure that your jungle is incredibly efficiently utilized, and then you send your boars out. You go and harass the mid laner, you harass the off laner. Sure, Exist, he's not really making the most of this. He's not getting the best lane that he possibly could. Still doubled up by that top lane troll warlord as Zeus gets taken out by the blink forward and DD from Hook. Wasn't seeing that coming.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But so far, Balkan Bears, their laning phase has gone reasonably well. They do have 3 core heroes up in the top 5. Yeah, top 5. It's just the troll that I'm a little worried about. But during the drafting phase, it was quite obvious what they were going for here. They go and try and stomp 2 of their other lanes, their mid and their safe lane. The top lane doesn't really matter too much. It was a complete sack. The axe has not been up in that top lane. And then when you look at it, they've got Axe, Beastmaster, Scarab Mage, lots of lockdown for the troll. Bot lane actually, speaking of, Axe finds Cheshire Cat with the call into the creep wave. They'll find another kill onto him. It's all looking relatively simple for them. But the troll, until he gets BKB, things are going to be rough. Even when he does get BKB, there's still the call and the roar to go straight through that magic community. Mystic Flare, Queen of Pain, Sonic Wave, they've got a multitude of spells and abilities just to rip through that troll's HP pool. We'll try this again. Gonna get Blaze to call me. Call down on bot. Weehaw charged up as well. Fire Spirit and no spike. They'll secure that kill with a Thunder God's Wrath. Finishing it off.
Not so fast.
And answer. Hello.
Hello. Is this still sounding bad?
Yes. So it must be something my end messing with Skype. That's interesting. There's a tech guy next door, so after game 1 I'll have him take a quick look. That's really, really weird though.
Yeah, but okay.
See ya. That's unfortunate. Because Blaze just said he's tested his Skype and it worked fine with someone else, so must be something over here that's messing with it. A regen rune picked up by Exist. He's gone for the bottle build, not the soul ring build. So he's got a pretty nice regen just to sustain on this lane. He doesn't need any support here to help him out. Just throws the lances out as often as he can. Well, towards mid, behind the Zeus, we've got the Spirit Breaker standing there, waiting to charge in. Courier delivering what, soul ring? Arcanes for Akashi. But he doesn't have mana. Doesn't have mana just yet to pop them. So he's gonna have to wait for that one. Charge up onto top lane. King R looking for an opening, but Levy was a little bit too far back, and now the Hawk comes out. They turn things around. J4. Arcane bolts onto him as Yapzor. He's got no roar, but he does have level 1 wild axes. Not too much in the way of damage though, as King R says, okay, I'm gonna try and turn this fight around. But he's put himself into an incredibly sticky situation. No mana for roar, for charge, and he'll get taken out as well. Hook comes in with a nice, quick and easy. 2 kills going the way of Balkan Bear. 6 for 2, 7.5 minutes in, going towards 8. Last hits, Troll has gone back into the jungle. They did give that top lane over to the Spirit Breaker and Lion, giving the Lion, level 6 very shortly. He's about halfway there, but if he pushes up too far in this lane, if this creep wave gets out of hand, he's going to get closed in on. Weehaw has Tranquil Boots. Looks like he's going to go Vanguard first. Concussive shot slows down J4. Earth Spike's already used to farm up the wave. There's a Hex available. Weehaw's looping round the back though. Will get scouted out by D2CL. Not going to throw the ranged axes. No need to slow him down there. Not really a big chance to kill Weehaw with about 900 HP and a decent amount of armor. Plenty of HP regen. Troll just wants to sit back and farm right now. Bottom lane, Spirit Breaker, there's another kill for Hook.
Death comes in at the ears.
But Power Rangers, they've got to start piling on this early aggression. They've got plenty of heroes who can do it as well. Spirit Breaker hasn't had the best start. He hasn't really had too many targets. I was saying how Queen of Pain and Phantom Lancer are relatively, or Scarlet Mage even as well, relatively susceptible to getting charged and then jumped on by Lion, Phoenix, Zeus with Thunder God's Wrath from long range. They don't even need to. Poor little Hawk dies to the bigger bird. Big mean Phoenix takes him down. Middle lane, Akashi slowed down the lance, and then the Phantom Rush with the illusions will chase him. But there's, again, not too much in the way of follow-up with Hook not available here in the Queen of Pain. Farming down bottom lane. But yeah, they don't need to commit too many heroes. With the fact that they've got Zeus and Spirit Breaker, they can make up the numbers reasonably quickly. They can have D2CL fighting Phoenix with the Lion somewhere else. Well, the charge comes in. Thunder God's Wrath from a global range and bring down a couple of heroes like that. Yapzor now heading into level 6 though. Soul Ring, Tranquil Boots. This support Beastmaster is halfway up the net worth board with Weehaw. Getting closer and closer to that Blink Dagger or Vanguard, whichever way he goes. He's got the Ring of Health, which along with his Stout Shield obviously makes you think Vanguard, but which one he goes first really comes down to where he feels they sit in this game. Because Blink Dagger this early on when you're ahead, sure, it's going to give you more opportunities to get kills and go in there and fight. With a level 6 Scarlet Mage, or level 6 nearly up on the Beastmaster, that's going to amplify your damage tenfold. But with a Vanguard, you can just walk in there, tank through everything. Finger of Death from Lion, the Lightning Bolt and Wrath from Zeus. You're not too worried about dying, and Axe is one of those heroes that quite often cuts it very close. You jump in, you call, you nearly die, and speaking of nearly dying, D2CL comes in and tries to secure this. Dive forward and Fire Spirits, we are TPing out. One lucky bash is all they need. They're not going to get it. He does die in the base though. Weehaw to the Fiery Spirits as mid lane Hook finds King R. Charging 7. Not going to have enough time though as the right click's coming out. Lance from Exist. The mobility of this Phantom Lancer finding himself at the middle lane all of a sudden. Not feeling safe down at bot. We'll find a kill there, but the great strength of this Beastmaster taunting Digirah, saying, we don't really want to contest you, just letting you know that we know you're doing it. We know that you know. But Digirah just stays in there. He knows that the Hawk has seen him. He knows that BBC are pushing mid lane. It's getting really risky, so they leave there. They head back down towards his mid, but J4's already dead. Sunstorm taken out. Raw, Cheshire Cat. Mystic Flare and Sonic Wave. Kill him before he can supernova. Digirah is looking for kills. Existence dropped low. One more hit. Digirah, that's all you need. Or Akashi. Sunlight on their Zeus with a long-range arcane arc lightning. Weehaw. The charge forward from King R was good, but Weehaw's call was better. Now the Nether Strike. They're going to find another one here. Diving behind the tier 1 tower. Hook blinks back for a counter kill. Digirah on this Troll Warlord though. Finding hit after hit. Blink in 1 second from Hook. Turns back to get a little bit of damage. Whoa! That was close. That was cutting it too close for comfort. He could have blinked straight out, but he went back for the scream, tried to juke a little bit. Whirling Axe is level 3. If they'd been level 4, that would have been a kill on the Queen of Pain. That flipping noise. That noise of Beastmaster picking up a bounty rune. Whoa! It sounds awful. It sounds so bad, and that's one of his raw noises as well. Wild Axes go across into the Roche pit. Power Rangers dragging this game back into their own hands as they find themselves a nice couple of kills there. It was pretty one-sided so far. Now with the Battle Trance, they'll take down Roshan. The contest coming in. Ancient Seal makes Cheshire Cat come back into the battle, and he can't get supernova off again. But the good Spike finishes off Hook with a battle cry coming out onto Digirah. The Mystic Flare not doing too much, but Weehaw with the Culling Blade will clean up as Zeus on the back end finds the Scarlet Mage. But another call, another roar. A damage output just a little bit too much from BBC. King R is actually going in, diving deep. Thunder God's Wrath dodged out by Exist, and Akashi finds himself in a pretty damn rough spot. Triple Killing Blade action here from Weehaw. Maybe even an Ultra Kill, looking for that final blow. Down onto the Spirit Breaker, and he will get it. Ultra Kill there from Weehaw's Axe. 4 for 2 exchange. They lost the Queen of Pain very early on, but she got the majority of her spells out. Exist, dodging, juking, jiving through. Roshan died to the Dire and they got Aegis the Immortal, but in the end, Balkan Bears with their teamfight potential. They utilized all of their spells so well. Roar and Mystic Flare, multiple calls, 4 Culling Blades. And Exist proving why Phantom Lancer nowadays is such a great early to mid-game hero. Being able to dodge projectiles, get in and out of team fights, and make sure the troll just cannot touch him. So far, net worth-wise, about 7,400 on this Troll Warlord, but he has been fighting a lot in the past 3 or 4 minutes. Axe, PL, and Queen of Pain, all dropping low. 2 of them to neutrals, 1 of them for that Zeus at the bot rune spot. And Axe, in fact, with that Ultra Kill, finishes off a Vanguard and a Blink Dagger. Denial of the middle tower. How much did that give the Zeus? That gave the Zeus 1,000 experience and about 500 gold. That's a pretty big swing for him. Killing that Queen of Pain. Hero level, what are we looking at actually? Pretty even. Pretty even. I think the biggest difference there is the Beastmaster is the same level as the offlane Phoenix, but you still kind of have to factor in that Spirit Breaker is he was kind of an offlane hero as well, that dual laner bot, but BBC coming out with the advantage overall. Power Rangers did have a decent lead there in terms of experience after the couple of kills they got, but swung completely back around with that Roach fight. Gold-wise, what are we looking at? The Radiant. Balkan Bears with a 2,000 net worth lead there. 16 to 10, 15 minutes into the game. Levy, double Null Talisman, probably head into Treads. That's the pretty common build. Could be Arcane Boots with the way his team's going. There's no one else to really go for that route. You've got the Soul Ring into Aghanims for the Beastmaster. Pretty mana-intensive heroes with the PL spamming out Lances and Doppelganger Axe. His mana pool isn't great. And if you're not going Aghanims or Blade Mail straight off the bat, his Magic Stick will give him a tiny amount, but Weehaw needs the mana pumping. Jumps forward, but not to the right. Could have found King R, but instead he'll find the Creep Wave. Levy, though, has been found. King R with another strike. Take down the Scarlet Mage. And one great thing here about Balkan Bears lineup is that they don't really fall off. They've got early aggression. They've got with that, they've got their key items. They found their Blink Daggers. They found their Orchid now on the Queen of Pain, 60 minutes in. So they can just keep piling it on. They can push into towers, not feel too scared about anything. The only thing they have to really pay attention to is how hard Troll is farming and where the split push is going. Keeping control of this Roche Pit until the next spawn is relatively important. So their ward coverage is probably going to be up on this cliff to dive forward. They're going to go here for Exist. Doppelganger back though. Charge. Was onto the Queen of Pain. Exist still chased down with a lucky bash. Cheshire Cat is not going to have anything here, but with a Hex and Bolt, they'll find that kill. Hook is slowed. No. Just out of range there. But yeah, warding wise with the Hawk, especially up on this cliff and then behind the tier 2. That's where they want to be focusing their efforts right now, is the bot tier 1, tier 2 towers. Just to stop Power Rangers having easy access to this Rush Pit. Power Rangers obviously turn this back around and say, well, you wanted to push out tier 1. We're going to stop you, kill off your main carry and take down the tier 1 on bot.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Cheshire Cat finished off his Midas a while back. Call forward. Cheshire Cat, Mystic Flare, and Ancient Seal. He's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
20 hacks from the axe of axe.
And the reason I stayed silent there after that kill is because I wanted to listen to what Axe said. He does come out with some pretty amazing lines. Orchid, first usage here. The debut will finish off Akachi. Trying to bomb through. Oh, he's going to take over. The Boar chasing him down, making damn sure that Zeus dies. But with the Shadow Strike, finishing him off, just making his death a living hell. King R. Is there going to be a Blade Mail for this Spirit Breaker? Looks like it. Treads, Orb of Venom, Blade Mail. Sometimes we see the Midas, sometimes we see the Urn into BKB. It looks like he wants to try and deal with all this magic damage, all of this nuke damage, really. Mystic Flare and Sonic Wave just ripping you apart.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Who are they charging? Exist again? Poor Exist. Exist has been the focus of so much of Power Rangers aggression. Running at him non-stop. He's died once or twice? Twice now. 3, 2, and 8, plenty of assists, but the 2 deaths he's had have been basically when he's been on the cusp of getting a big item. You can see with him buying the recipe of Diffusal Blade, he knows that there's a pretty high chance that he is going to die. The charge through. Levy is the first to get bashed. Hook will get the silence off onto King R, but it doesn't matter. Thunder God's Wrath seal the deal there. The Supernova with Forest Spirits. The jump forward. Nether Strike and J4 has a blink out of nowhere. Levy tries to get some damage down with the ancient, with the arcane bolts. The bot that matters is that from Zeus. Akashi wants to kill back. 2 for 0. Charge to mid. Yapzor, the support Beastmaster, gonna get jumped here. Ditchy does not have a blink, but he's got plenty of movement speed. Charge forward, Raw not gonna land. Yapzor needs to do something right here, right now. Ditchy is target. Switches back, switches forth. Wild Axes and Boar. Try and slow people down. That's a big call. VR jumps in onto 2. Ditchy where's the Culling Blade? He's just under the threshold. Finish him off. King R still looking for this kill though onto Yapzor. And with the help of Akashi, they'll find it. The sneaky little attempt there to TP out, not going to be successful as Weehaw finds another Culling Blade kill. Wicked 6 streak and a double kill to his name. Heads himself back to the fountain. Finishes off a Blade Mail and has another 1,000 gold to spend on whatever his heart desires.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So even with this troll, BKB done, 10,000 net worth, there are still good ways to deal with him. Exist does have to get his farm on though. He's got to really push the barrier. He's got a split push, he's got a farm. It's kind of interesting that he went for treads and not boots of travel. It's something that we've seen from a lot of players nowadays. Oh man, top. Levy up way too far. Looks like he was trying to go for the tower, got caught by the Blink Lion once again. But yeah, something we've been seeing from Phantom Lancer players is going for those boots of travel very early on with the bottle. And just dodging fights. Going for the split push play. Trying to get one item up on your opposing carry. And that way, once you've got Manta Diffusal Blade and your opponent has, like Sanjin Yasha and Lifesteal, you've got the potential to just run at them, destroy their mana pool so they can't Whirling Axes, they can't get the battle trance off, and win a team fight 1 versus 5. With Doppelganger, it's relatively easy to do, simply because there's no big way for PR to deal with them. There's no Ravage, there's no Black Hole. They've basically got to try and hex up the real Phantom Lancer. Down in bot lane, Ditchira has found Weehaw. Charge forward, and he's not going to be able to get out of this one. Bashed up at the last second. The steal comes out of the Spirit Breaker. Who takes that 626 gold? Blink forward. Akashi is invis. Lightning Bolt cancels out the Roar. Does still get it down to Dichira. The BKB doesn't do too much against the pure damage from the Sonic Wave, but does allow him to continue fighting. King R finds another kill. Zeus helps him out, takes down Beastmaster. Exists now on the retreat, but the Hex out onto Levy. Scarlet Mage, man oh man. Wrong place, wrong time. Came in to save his teammates, but in the end loses his life for it. Roshan's back up alive as well. This could be perfect timing for Power Rangers if they, yep, of course they do. Scout it out. Hey. Hey you. Hey listen. Troll. Get yourself in here. Aegis Immortals waiting to be taken. Exist does take this opportunity though to head up to top lane. Push out a little bit. Diffuser Blade 22 minutes in with Bottle Ring, Vacula and Shreds. You know, it's not bad. It's just not where he'd like to be right now. 2 deaths to his name. You know, the deaths don't matter so much right now. Or anymore right now. They did 5 or 6 minutes ago, just the fact that he had nowhere to breathe. But it's the fact that right now the rest of his team are getting crushed. They're having to fight 4 versus 5. The one fight back towards the Roach Pit actually come back to this thought in a second as Weehar gets jumped on. Flies up into the air with a charge and Earthspike interaction and still taken down. There's Akashi. After the pretty rough start he had, he's now 11-4 on this Zeus. 20 to 21, 22 minutes in. Going to see a pretty sharp swing there in terms of experience taken. Power Rangers with about a 10k lead, leading towards that anyway, and net worth going up to about 5, 6, 7, could be more. King R. Yeah, cancel that. A whole bunch of heroes up on top lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Thunder God's Wrath.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They were
attack.
going mid. I thought they were going to make a play up at top. Thunder God's Wrath up at top looked pretty juicy, but it's actually the play mid. Finger of Death, blink forward, Hex stun. Scarlet Mage not lasting through that, and Yapzor probably not going to last through this. He's got a TP scroll, might just try and TP now. Raw TP, jump out, something. No, he's dead anyway. Lightning Bolt from Zeus will secure that one. Did as much damage as he could. Tried to deter them a little bit there with the Raw, but it didn't matter in the end. Hook with a very early Orchid, 60 minutes in. Now heading into a BKB with that Open Club. I'd be sick and tired. I'd be sick and tired of this blinking lion. J4 has found so many opportunities to get down the Hex and Earthspike. Find these kills for the rest of his team.
Endurance run.
So, King R with Blade Mail, 2,000. Oh wow, he's got a whole ton of gold. But I guess that's the gold that's saved up from that that kill down on bot lane on the Queen of Pain. Oh no, on the Axe, sorry, on the Axe. He got the last final killing blow onto that. He could go for a late Midas hit, 24 minutes in, but no, they want to try and finish this game out earlier. Vlad's up for him. Helps out the Troll Warlord immensely, but also the rest of his team. They're pretty low on armor, and when you're dealing with, Yapzor throws out the axes, he's charged, but makes his way back to the tier 3 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Like Hook wanted to do a little bit of split pushing himself, but forced back to defend. Dichira with a Sun Ray, not taking too much damage at all, just hammering away at tier 3. Arcane Bolts launched out, Hawk to scout. I don't know, we're about to see a pretty big team fight here as Dichira walks his way up onto the high ground now, healed up by Sun Ray. Aegis Immortal still available. It'll expire in, Weehar jumps in. Thunder God's Wrath though as Dichira fights up against him. Supernova now from Cheshire Cat will deter the rest of BBC from fighting. Exist though, wants to try and brawl. Dichira pops the BKB. Finger of Death now finishes off that Beastmaster as Weehar has brought himself back. Blink available, sent up into the air by the Yule Scepter by Phoenix. So there's no initial blink in. He's still looking though. Still searching for that jump in onto Dichira. The Sun Ray is ridiculous. Cheshire Cat just keeping Dichira alive. Roshan, Aegis, what, about a minute and 20 seconds? Something along those lines. So they've got plenty of time just to walk themselves back up, take down the ranks. Melee at least. Blink in. Call from Weehar, Dichira. J4 blinks forward. Hex down onto Weehar as a charge from King R. Finds Levy, Axe is dead. 2 down. No buybacks available for anyone as Hook is on the retreat and exists.
Are under attack.
Try and doppelganger away from that. BKB? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a move of desperation. No Manta, no Skadi. Going into a BKB as the Phantom Lancer. But 26 minutes in, you've lost your racks. Aegis Immortal is still up for this Troll Warlord. You've got to try something to bring him down. But with that little advantage, well, with that pretty massive advantage Power Rangers get. Taking down the racks, they'll be content with that, back themselves up, control their jungle, farm up through, take runes, pick up items from the shop. What are we actually looking at here? BKB is done for Hook, so Queen of Pain and the Phantom Lancer both have their BKBs. The Beastmaster is still a fair distance, oh man, still a fair distance away from Aghanims, but I'm just looking at the Troll. Troll has a freaking Satanic. Blink Dagger from Phoenix, so he's got the extra initiation power there. He can jump in and cancel everyone's blinks. He can just make sure that there's no initiation power from BBC whatsoever. Akashi with his blink, Yules and Aghanim Scepter, and what are we seeing from this guy? Ogre Club on the Spirit Breaker. So probably BKB over in the jungle, J4. He's going to scout out the smoke. Perfect positioning. Levy gets the concussive shot, but J4, that is the perfect play. On the high ground, with the observer ward down over here, knows exactly what's going to be happening. BBC, they're in a very pressured spot. They want to try and contest and want to try and get a pick off. But if you're standing on a high ground spot like that, where you see the angle coming, there's one blind spot, but you're going to see people coming from pretty much all three directions. Very well played by him. Exist TPing out, no Yule Scepter, Cheshire Cat. Losing mana to the illusions actually as he Yules up Levy. Supernova is not going to land, but it doesn't matter at all. With Thundergod's Wrath and Finger of Death, they'll get the vision, and they'll get the kill. But that's only a Scarth Mage. You've expended two pretty big ultimates there, but I don't think you're expecting to fight too often over the next coming minutes. You want to secure Roshan. You want to secure your own jungle. You want to make sure that BBC are not getting any farm. If by lucky coincidence that Bulk and Bears do fight into you, you've still got Spirit Breaker and Troll just ripped apart with physical damage. Never mind the magical damage you just bust down with that Scarth Mage. Well, right now, let's see the extent of the damage. 15,000 net worth lead there for Power Rangers. Starting to walk away with this game. Oh man, what's happening down in bot lane? Zeus. They get the kill on Lion. Zeus brings himself back though as King R goes in, gets the charge bash down onto 2. The BKBs don't really matter as VR gets ripped a new one. Radiant's Courier gets taken out as well. Looks like, I'm guessing Phoenix found that somewhere over. No, that died over here near the fight we were watching. Lose a Lion, get an axe. Well worth a trade there for Power Rangers. One tier 2 standing. Radiant Jungle, free to farm. Two heroes here though, Roar and Mystic Flare. Can they get it down into Cheshire Cat? There's the Roar, but the Mystic Flare's not there. It will finally come through. Levy was a little bit mispositioned, but now this maybe opens it up. He absorbs back through the charge, and the tank damage from Troll finish him off as the Scarth Mage is the second to fall. Hook. Is there another stun? He blinks himself away, but Akashi is hot on his trail. Hook now, Lightning Bolt ready. A couple of more Arc Lightning in the blink forward. Hook, blink yourself down, blink yourself away. The charge from King R just in time. Will secure this kill with 1, 2, 3 more right clicks.
Is dead.
Exist gets a pretty nice streak there. Comes in from the side, takes down the Zeus, and finds a godlike streak. How much gold was that actually for him? 1,200 gold and about 2,500 experience, but you're still looking at 3 heroes dead here for the Radiant. Even if this Phantom Lancer is winning in the end, in comparison to the rest of his team, he won there. He stayed alive. He got a nice little streak, got a couple of kills. But he needs his BKB. He had a great early start, got the ultra kill, but now he's starting to lag behind. J4, are you really looking for this? Do you really want to get yourself involved? Weehar's going to scout him out with a call. Hex first, J4, fast on the fingers, stun back. But Weehar still has the blink. A nice little force staff. Shimmying back down into that river. Yep, Zora's looking for it. The charge cancelled out there. Spirit Breaker wanted in, then wanted out. Cheshire Cat slowed down by the boar, or at least would have been if he had been hit. The blink out will secure his safety. For now, at the very least. One big issue, though, here for Balkan Bears. They've got to really try and push this top lane out as hard as they can. They've got super creeps just waltzing down the lane. Contesting Roshan just becomes more and more difficult. The more lanes of Rax you lose, obviously, it kind of goes without saying. But they are setting themselves up to contest this. It'll be quite obvious now for Power Rangers with this Observer Ward, but also the fact that top lane is pushing in, that Balkan Bears are looking to get into this rush bit. That's why they've got themselves set up like they do. King R way in the back, ready for the charge. Sunlight on the Zeus is actually moving himself a little bit further forward. Cheshire Cat's in the pit here. Thundergod's Wrath will cancel out any blinks that Balkan Bears had planned or intended, but Weehar's already moved himself back up the top. There was no real way to contest. Cheshire Cat yields up onto Yapzor with J4 missing out on the S-Spike there. Still a free kill onto that Beastmaster.
For man or beast, mortal.
All Power Rangers need to do right now is try and wander their way towards up towards that tier 3 at mid. Tier 3 at bot after, well, maybe the tier 2 down here is an easier target. D2CL is pushing down the bot lane. If they just a slight nudge
Dire's
for this.
courier has been
man.
killed.
Where does that even, was that really
Dire's
the
top
boar?
tower is under attack.
Was that really the boar? Okay, Mr. Boar. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Demon Edge on the courier taken out by the little cool boars. Cheshire Cat, Sunstuff, Weehaw. Yule's up. There's a Blink Dagger as well on Cheshire Cat, but he can't get it off. Mystic Flare after Cole, the Culling Blade. That was a greedy player. It's actually down towards middle lane. Lion went for a greedy play of his own. Looked for Exist at the mid lane, but he does manage to force that 10-second BKB charge. Now down to 9 for Exist and on cooldown for a short duration.
Regeneration.
Oh, really? I did not notice that. Thanks, Blaze. Beastmaster got the Aegis Immortal last hit. Holy crap. Aegis was snatched by D2CL, so a little bit of gold did go the way of the Beastmaster and his team there. This Beastmaster's banking the plays. The boar killing off the courier at the back. Stealing Aegis, stealing the Roche kill as well. But it's still Power Rangers with this game in hand. 15,000, a slight dip there. And they were looking towards 20k, so about a 3 or 4k drop. BBC grabbing themselves a little bit of gold with the courier kill. You know, that does make a little bit of a difference. Gold and experience both going the same way. Starting to trend towards Balkan Bears. But with BKBs on Power Rangers, what is there that Balkan Bears can do? Hook is trying to build into an Aghanims now after his BKB. He knows he needs to spam out that ulti. Push out top lane. Deal with the BKBs over in Power Rangers. Ags now up for Beastmaster. Longer range initiation. Maybe this is their route back in.
Scardy
on the Phantom Lancer. Even if this is Power Rangers' game to lose, it is still a losable game. Yapzor throws out a couple of balls, slows down D2CL. The attack speed slow is going to be annoying. We hard blink forward. He's looking for it. He's waiting for that opportune moment to strike. They don't know that there's 3-4 heroes smoked in the background. J4 is really close here to getting revealed. But he'll find himself a nice new spot over to the right as D2CL stays back. Thundergod's Wrath with a Finger of Death on the Yapzor doesn't finish, but Hook has his BKB forced. D2CL, his first life, going to drop pretty shortly. No, we are taken down low. One more bolt, a couple more hits here. We'll finish him off. Blink forward, and there we go. Sunlight on the Zeus does that as D2CL comes back. Takes down the tier 3. Looking to secure these racks. There's a buyback from Axe. But he doesn't get the call off onto D2CL, who switches back into range. J4 force out. Exist with the BKB. There's no stopping him. Charge forward from King R. The bash through does slow down Exist aggression. But D2CL is just taking no damage whatsoever. That's a 4-man call though from Weehaw into the middle of them all. Can he get a Culling Blade? Doesn't look like he can as the Supernova comes out just before he manages to get that ulti off. D2CL life stealing through with a Satanic. And one more hit onto Hook will take him down. No buyback on Axe or Queen of Pain. Beastmaster, PL, and Scar's Mage, it's all on you. How do you defend the base? How do you stop this Digirad Troll Warlord? Is it Phantom Rush? Is it Roar? Because right now it looks like he's turning back on you.
Radiant's middle barracks.
3 of your cores are dead. Mid-racks falling shortly after. Sunlight on their Zeus is just jumping back and forth, making sure that there's no further aggression from BBC. Cheshire Cat healing Digirad back up.
Radiant's middle
And heading into the Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant's middle
2 lanes now down. And Balkan Bears, they really do have a rough game ahead of them. Refresher Orb on the Zeus. We saw the play there. J4 and Sunlight both jumping forward. Thunder God's Wrath and Finger of Death took the Beastmaster low. It was kind of interesting that they went for such a tanky target. Now he has his Aghanim Scepter up. You know, Queen of Pain maybe was the play. Scar's Mage definitely would be an easy kill. But even though Balkan Bears found themselves kind of bringing things back bit by bit, there's going to be a big old swing there for Power Rangers from about 12.5k back down to what, 25,000 with racks falling, the small buildings being demolished, tier 4s here actually being taken down. No one's defending. No one is defending the tier 4s. Hook blinks himself back and realizes, hang on a second. There's a whole bunch of creeps in our base. Catapult, melee creeps, like 3 range creeps as well. Oh, Weeha's gone in, but with a double ulti there. Thunder God's Wrath finishes him off, and again, no buyback available. Charge forward, Yapzor taken out of the fight as the Scarth Mage had already fallen. GG is called, and Power Rangers take game 1 here in this best of 3 between themselves and Balkan Bears. D2CL playoffs here, guys. This is the lower bracket. The loser of this is completely out of the running for the LAN finals. Winner of this, though, goes through to play up against the loser of Ninjas in Pajamas and Team Empire in the lower bracket final, which will be a best of 5, but stay tuned. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with game number 2 here in this best of 3, and I'll also try and get myself a little co-caster. I'll try and get Blaze back and see what Skype is doing, but stay tuned. We'll be back soon.